not only are they going to be more cautious, they're going to tell their daughters the same thing.
Mm,
The panel we just left a while ago, the mothers tell their daughters to watch out for men, and the men are telling their daughters to watch out for men too. So we're
mm.
going to push more. We push the rhetoric of men being toxic and being violent and being that way towards women. So it's going to be even more because the culture. What's happening is women are shaming men and using men to shame men instead of men shaming women with other women to have more families. And then this is what we have: the independent woman becoming a new man who's leading the families instead of men leading families. And the data shows that single mother homes is where majority of the issues are coming from, where the single father home equates to a two-parent household. So if we have a society where women will shame great men and say they're toxic and align with other brothers who get obviously sex from without a relationship, then it's just gonna get worse. Men are becoming even more suckers than weak in regardless of what's happening in society. Instead of saying, hey, Diddy's weak, we need to address men like Diddy, but we still need to address what women are doing to families and what the government are doing to families. We need to still stand on code and still push for better men and better women. But the women is the issue still. It's not gonna still go away from the fact that women are the issue.
I agree 100%. I agree
Mm.
100%.
What he did was wild. I watched the video though. Like what
I
he did
agree 100%. I think
what
that
he
it just put men at the it puts us on our back heels, and now we in defense mode instead of being on offense, and it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate.
but
And
it's
I wanted to believe that she was lying. I'm not even. I really did. I wanted to believe she was lying. Just be based off of the circumstances because everything, in my opinion, everything pointed to a finesse, and I still think that it's fucked up because the reason why I wanted to believe that it was a lie is because everything that was surrounding it, in my opinion, was also wrong, and she also participated in that shit, right?
right.
So she benefited from it. She got the bag from it. She had multiple different apartments on both coasts. She left Ryan Leslie in order to be able to live the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? She was doing the shit and all of that. And so it doesn't justify her ever getting hit or put her hands on. And so that's where he fucked up. But then she never reported it, right? All of the people around her parents remained silent. All of the handlers remained silent. All of the friends and family remained silent. Everybody knew what the fuck was going on, so everybody remained silent. And then she got 30 mil as a result of it. And so now people are telling me, oh, okay, well, 30 million don't really make it whole. Like, what the fuck? I see people getting their hands put on them all the time in real life. You know what I'm saying? All around us growing up in the hood and shit, and they ain't got $15. So, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
It was just like the circumstances
You,
surrounding
you
it just pointed to, so wait a minute. If this was really a thing, if this was really the thing that you standing on, are you telling me it's the money that makes it whole, or do you really actually want justice?
and I agree with you 100%. I'm not going to say she wasn't doing the same thing as well too, but you see in a society where it's prevalent for, if the woman wants her son touched, she'll get the man to whoop her kid. If she wants her daughter touched, she'll get the man to whoop her daughter. If she wants you violated, she'll get her brother, she'll get her father, she'll get everybody. If she wants you to fight for her and the children or for your kids, she'll get the judge. The woman to get
Yeah.
everybody to violate the man. So is it fair that we live in a society when we see something like that and go, okay, what took him to do that? And I'm not justifying it at all, but men
Yeah.
are being constantly violated when a woman doesn't get her way by her choosing to get something happen to her children or something to happen to the man using the justice system. So, or her brother or the males. But so when I saw it, if she's completely innocent, he way out of line. But who's to say that she wasn't punching and fighting with him too? And we caught that angle of the camera where he
So,
took her, slung her.
but Ali, but that's the thing, right? On this case, I I think we can actually chalk it away and this man is violent. My problem is with, like, for example, the Rihanna case, right? And Chris Brown. She
Mm.
grabbed his nuts, put his hand on the wheel, punched him back, and then they put her picture there. Oh my God. You see what I'm saying? And now Chris Brown is in extreme amount of trouble when it was both of them fighting each other. You see what I'm saying? But just because he's the man and she was Rihanna, now 20 years later, we're still talking about Chris Brown, and he probably kind of was. Chris Brown could be the next Michael Jackson, and he's not because A lot of things happened on his years to the point where now he's kind of not blackballed, but his ceiling is lower. To me, that's the dangerous part. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, same thing. She was clearly the aggressor, clearly, and he loses a role with Disney. With
Oh, you went
Uh
silent.
oh. Oh, they trying to
Yeah.
get you. They trying to
the
get you.
problem is not the
The only
woman. The
thing I
problem
would
is the
say,
internet.
say
Like
that.
the internet, like I'd rather you pressing charges against me for DV than you go into your Instagram with 10,000 followers and says, Fatty put his hands on me. Look at this bruise that I punched myself. Like my it's done. Because now my parents are going to see it. Now my friends are going to see it. Now my business associates are going to see it. So the court of public opinion, in my opinion, is what makes this dangerous. Is that if you come across, nobody's going to believe you, but a woman just has to go live crying, oh, let Fatty out, and I'm done. There's nothing I can do. What I'm
This what
going
I'm
to
I
say,
would
saying.
I
say that.
wasn't there.
I,
What's her name?
I,
What's your name?
Mika.
Mika. If I
Hmm.
cheat on you or violate you, your brother's coming, your daddy's coming, your cousin's coming, other men that who might want to deal with you are coming as well too. If our children, if something's happened with the kids and they violating you, we all coming too. I'm gonna ask you directly. What can a woman do wrong where she gets a ramification for doing something wrong? Because if you do the same things that I do, there's 100 men ready to come save you. If I do wrong by you, there's 100 men ready to come defend you. So I'm gonna ask you, when a woman does something wrong, what is the ramifications for when she does something wrong?
I think, well, on a relationship level, I think that's up to the male, right? So, like you said, right? So let's take the cheating, right? If something happens like that, well, that's up to the male to, whether he's gonna dismiss her or not, because to me, the man is the leader of the household, so that would be really up to you, right? And then as far as like domestic violence, I don't know about anybody else, but where I'm from, if you got a girl that's hitting you, no, you don't hit her, but you call your cousins, you call everybody else, and they're gonna come tag her.
But
So
mm,
I've seen
I'm I'm saying
I've
I'm
seen it
saying
happen.
as a whole. For instance, when
Uh
Keisha
huh.
Palmer did what she did to her man, she's single till she married. She make more money than him. She's the man in that relationship. They look down on the man, was saying, "Hey, she bettered him anyway." When Lori Harvey did Michael B.
You're
Jordan a
talking
certain
about
way.
you're talking
Oh,
about okay, so
as
now
a
you
whole, as a whole.
yeah, you're
But
talking
but
about like feminists and stuff. Like I don't agree with any
no.
feminist talk points,
I'm
and
not talking
I
about
don't agree
feminists.
with it.
I'm talking about the way if a woman violates a man, same thing that happened to Dwayne Wade, same thing that happens to Will Smith. A man's reputation is ruined. So
Uh huh.
if a woman cheats on one of us, it makes us look bad. We're weak men by society, by women in women's eyes as well too. But if we cheat on you, we were dogs. The society
But
will get
that,
on us.
but the man, but it's okay. So then it's up to men. Most of y'all don't say anything. Y'all let it rock. Y'all let it ride. So if you're not saying anything, then it's gonna continue.
And do you
Most
know why
men.
we don't say nothing? Because when Tyrese comes in and says, "Oh, what more do you want?" He's a national
Why,
meme.
why
Will
you crying?
Smith when he cries is a national meme. Every single man that came across it
Okay,
said his story or cried, he became a national meme all of a sudden.
but there are certain
Michael
there's
Jordan crying face.
Mika, you can't
Michael
do no
there are
Jordan
wrong.
can
certain
cry. He's
okay,
just like,
but we already
like,
know, that there's a double standard of a
hmm.
lot of things. We're not gonna keep going over that. There's a lot of double standards that there's things that women can't do that men just like to deal with it. Okay, there's things that men cannot do. Unfortunately, you can't do it. But as far as what I'm saying with men, y'all have to start holding women accountable. I mean
No,
that square falls
We
on
can't
y'all.
hold. We
If
can't.
if
We
Will
have to hold
men.
Smith
y'all
doesn't want to
accountable.
hold, if Will Smith does
How?
no, when I say okay, so a lot of these spaces, men do run them. Men will allow women. Matter of fact, women couldn't do half of the stuff they're doing if there weren't men on their side.
Uh oh.
No, what? So the thing is, Mika, like
So men have
men
to
can't
start to
hold
get
women
together to
accountable.
hold women accountable.
No, we can't hold women accountable. Women have to hold women accountable. Like a man
No,
can't hold a woman accountable. We can't.
women
Like
are
unless it's our woman, we can't do anything about what she does.
let me tell you, by and
Women
large,
have to
by
stop
biology,
talking.
let me tell you, by and large, by biology, women are never going to be able to hold women accountable. And I mean
I
that
mean,
from, if I go and tell a woman, you've seen my podcast. I can
yeah.
say all of that all I want to. It doesn't matter. By and large, by biology, women are not going to hold other women accountable
So how should
because
a man? So how should a man hold women accountable? How should men as a whole hold women accountable? It does talk if talking don't work.
I mean, if talking doesn't work, then
Hmm.
so let's take the example that you gave, like Will Smith, right?
Hmm.
Will Smith has to hold Jada accountable. He didn't hold her accountable at that red table. He let her go ahead and do whatever. He let her
But
say
her
whatever. He let her stuff up.
What if
mom
he?
was supposed to hold her accountable. Her mom was
No,
supposed to.
If her
he kind of
man
checked
isn't
her.
holding her
He kind of
accountable,
checked
why
her.
would the feminine energy hold her accountable? The man, like, one thing I think we're forgetting, the if y'all are going to be the masculine energy, you need to act like it. The man isn't holding her accountable. He's sitting at the table with her. Her mother is not going to hold her accountable, especially something that she can benefit off of later.
He shouldn't have
Like
been at the
if
So,
table for one thing. He
so,
shouldn't
if
have
men
been
but
at the
gonna,
table. That was his
if men
problem.
want something,
So,
it's
but
still gonna
let me
happen.
ask you. But is Will Smith the regular man? Like let his wife fuck other guys and let him embarrass him in front of him? He's not a regular man. He's an emasculated
Maybe
man. He's
so
not a regular
physically,
man.
but what I'm
That's true
but that
too.
was the example. That was the
No,
example.
listen, no, that's
That was the
not
example
debating
that he
her
gave.
point. Her point is that
That's the example that he gave.
her point is that in your household, you're supposed to be controlling and running your household. There's no
Yes.
reason. Listen, there's no reason why she should have even had that show in the first place.
That's what I
Yeah.
just
No,
said.
that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have been at the table. He shouldn't have been there
She
because he
should have
shouldn't
That's
have
what
never
I
took
even
just
had
place.
that
that's
fucking
what
show in
I
the
just
first
said.
place, bro.
Yeah.
She
No,
should
I'm
have
not
been
disagreeing
allowed
with
to
that.
say all of that stuff. Will Smith is the breadwinner in that household. He is
Hmm.
supposed to be the head of that household. So to tell me that she was allowed to do all that stuff and now women are supposed to hold her accountable. If the man, the masculine energy in that house didn't hold her accountable, what
But
are we
that's the
supposed
point. But you know, that's the point.
But
We as
he
men are going to hold Didi accountable. You guys are going to call Cassie a queen and saying she's a survivor. And oh my God, when she was accomplice, she literally was an accomplice. She saw
to
other
did,
people get abused. She just got abused too. So my question is, are women going to go in mass saying we need to get Didi away because he's a monster, but we can stop with Didi? We need to make sure that these women that are with them doing the like they're not doing the crime, but they're then washing, profiting from it. Our women are going to do that? No, they're going to just clap
no,
to her. Oh
no,
my God.
not by and large, but like I said earlier, because I don't know if you were listening earlier to
Hmm?
to like I said earlier, there are plenty of women who came out in support of people like Tory Lanez. That by and large though got drowned out because the narrative isn't that you want to hear women holding other women accountable. And by and large, other women will not hold other women accountable because they may get to benefit off of something else. So, like I said, you cannot depend on women to hold women accountable for men.
But
It's
y'all,
just
but
not
So,
y'all, no,
so
no, no.
who
Oh,
is
so
going to
hold on,
do
hold
the
on,
job?
hold on.
men.
Forget the no, no, no.
How?
Forget relationship. Oh no, forget relationship. Take away relationship. Y'all
Mhm.
support gay men, trans men, simp
They
men,
don't.
weak men as a whole. Yes, they do. Women don't
They
support
don't.
guys that
Mika
Let
don't.
me tell you that.
She
Let me tell you
don't.
that they
But
no,
do.
no, Mika.
No, I'm talking
a
about
lot of
women in
women do.
general.
Hold on. I want
Don't
to.
make it
I
about
want.
yourself though. Don't make it
No,
about yourself.
women.
A
No,
lot of
I'm
women
going.
do.
I'm talking. I'm talking about it from the perspective of women, right?
No, no, right.
Women do not actually technically, right? Like support gay men technically. Most women, unfortunately,
Shit.
most women unfortunately find a vested interest in gay men. Okay, again, it's something that they can benefit from. So I keep telling you, if men want something to happen, it's going to have to come from men. You're not going to be able to make women hold other women accountable, especially when they can benefit from it. That's why you see a lot of women, even if they disagree, right? I'm like one in a drop in a bucket. There's a ton of us that are not the minor the majority.
So you're not
So
But
against
but
the
but
you're
that
you're
not
doesn't
not
make
going to
sense.
you're not against
Let
the
me just say
baby
one
boom.
thing real quick because my
Go
battery is
ahead.
going to out and I have to leave. To me, it's inconceivable that you woman
Why isn't your battery plugged up, man?
is
Hey,
my phone.
you can
I'm
put
waiting
me
for
on,
my
Anton.
computer still. This Ecam shit like is just a mess.
And Android,
My
Android,
microphone is loud because I can't do nothing. I don't know
I
how
ain't
to
worried
do
about
the.
your microphone is fine. I turned the volume
Yeah, but
down.
they complained about the other show. I got very
there's nothing wrong with
sensitive about
Natalie. There's
that.
nothing wrong
I
with
But
your
turned
mic.
it down. I know how to
There's nothing
customize
wrong
it.
with
thank
your
you
mic,
very
sis.
much. Let me just say one thing before I leave. Right,
Uh-huh.
women for whatever reason are fucking each other like rabbits, but can check each other when it comes to bad behavior. All of y'all are lesbians, the
Wait. What?
bisexual. Like no, no
Hey,
like
hey,
you
Anton.
can get your tongue inside of another woman's legs, but you can't check her and says you need to do this and this and that. And this is a bad thing for you. Women are literally turning to other women for comfort, for company, and for all that. They are good replacements of men, but for whatever reason, it's when you say,
Invalid.
"Hey, shouldn't you guys check each other?" Women shouldn't check each other because if you guys can fuck each other, you guys can check each other. You guys are the leaders. You the guys take care of that.
All right,
Okay.
you lost me with that one, bro. I ain't even
How
gonna
am I
cap.
lost you with that one, Anton? Have you noticed, Anton? Like Ali is my witness and Quinton too.
I
Anton,
don't
you
see.
know the amount of bisexual women that I have to ask? Hey, how many boyfriends and girlfriends do you have? How many boyfriends and girlfriends do you have? How many
You gotta
But
boyfriends
come
and girlfriends do
outside,
you have?
I
Anton.
don't
You
It's
gotta come outside,
understand.
man.
constant.
I
You
don't
gotta come
It's
outside.
understand the.
constant.
I don't understand the relevance of the sexual part
Yes,
versus.
So, so hold on.
if
Let
they
me
are
quickly
good
explain.
for each other, if
Hey,
they
Yeah, I
can
don't
lead
get
each
that part
other,
either.
if they can live with each other, if they can scissor each other, they can check each other. Thank you very much. Team Fatty
so
sighed it out. I'll see
I,
you guys later.
Why
Appreciate you
the
guys.
Oh,
Bye bye.
why does it
All right,
always try to
buddy.
do a mic drop?
hey, throw me on, throw me on,
To
Anton.
go to his point, to go to his point,
Anton, throw me
2K.
on.
Huh?
Throw me on, bro.
Oh, do
Yo,
you want to be on camera?
he
Yeah,
always
yeah.
want to
I'm
do the
done. E.
mic drop.
Wait, hold on. 2K, you said you do want to be on camera?
Yeah, I'm done. E.
I bet. I got you.
so
You on?
so
But to go to his point
so
though, it's what I just said though. Like you want to understand women. I thought the whole point of having a red pill or manosphere space is to understand women. And then if I tell you exactly what women think and may not tell you, you're like, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter if it makes any sense. I'm telling you what they're going to do. A lot of women benefit from what other women do, whether it's right or wrong, right? And so a lot of women won't jump out there and say, "Oh, don't have her, don't have." Just like a lot of women won't say anything um, about promiscuous women, right? Because if it comes to a point where promiscuous women or women don't have to worry about body count, it helps other women. So that's all I'm saying. Like there are certain things that women have that they're just not going to they're not going to address with other women. And so
Yeah,
if it's
So,
something,
so Anton,
but I think
can you
that's
hear
the
me well?
problem. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Can y'all
problem.
hear
But
me?
I'm
Oh,
telling you what it is.
We hear you.
That that
so
that's the problem.
this how we go from no diddy to mo diddy. Okay. My thing is, how can in 2024, how can you discipline a woman? How can you make a woman listen?
that's what I keep trying to
Okay,
say.
so this is why I say Mo Diddy. Because if this millionaire man can't get this woman to listen and you finance her whole lifestyle, then what else
Don't
can you do? Like realistically,
don't
if my
don't do
kid,
it.
if my kids didn't listen to me, I can whoop them. If my kids didn't do what I say, I can whoop them. I do
Don't do
everything
it.
for my kids that I do for my wife, but for some reason I can't whoop her.
She
Why?
can get you. She can get you whooped too. That's the thing. She can get you whooped and violated. The only person you can't
Oh
touch
man.
is the woman.
But see what I'm saying? Like, listen, in 2024, seriously, what can you do? Like, Anton, you big on, hey, check your bitch. How can I check my bitch if there's nothing I can do to her but yell at her? You
There's
think a
But
nothing.
didn't
tongue
you
ain't
know that?
gonna do it?
But 2K, didn't you know that law before you got married?
You keep
No, I
deflecting away
told
from the
y'all
point,
we
Mika.
have a
Mika,
No,
you
but
No, no,
no,
no.
no, no.
It's
I
not
get his no,
deflecting.
I get
it
his
is
point.
deflect.
I'm
It's
actually
deflecting.
I'm in
No, no,
agreement,
no.
but I'm speaking to the point that I said earlier. And what
No,
I'm
no.
saying is, go ahead.
We keep telling brothers to vet better. look for the red flags, move on to the other woman. Nobody is addressing the quality of woman and how bad it's gotten from her getting no redirection,
It's
no
very bad.
ramifications. She don't so she can do whatever she wants to do without being. That's why I asked you the question and you made it about you and you tied it into an individually what the man can do. As a mass, women cannot do any wrong. Even she puts her
Man,
kid up for adoption.
I
If she
don't, but I
gives up
don't
her
agree.
kid,
I don't agree. But you're talking to the wrong
no,
person.
you
That's
did it
but
again. You
me,
said I. You
hold
keep
on,
saying I.
hold on. And there are lots of women that don't. I said that. There are a lot of women that don't, and we get drowned out by the rest of them. I said that earlier.
You're
but
talking
Mika, you
about
gotta
you and
See,
good
understand.
women.
so to me,
I'm
There's
talking.
a
the
No,
problem,
okay.
the,
There's a segment of women. Okay, this is a group, a
Right.
segment of women that do not agree with the norms for women. However, being that we're not the majority, we are drowned out. So nobody listens to that.
You're doing you
But
look
Mika,
the way
right now
you're
you talking
addressing
about unicorns when we talking about horses.
right. Why are you even talking
Okay,
about that?
yeah, like that. That's not the mass. Like so, we probably will never meet you ever in our life. You
Okay.
won't come around for us. My thing is,
Yeah, dude, I know Mika in
the,
real life.
Us,
no,
nigga,
no,
Nah,
no.
not
here you go.
Okay,
you, nigga.
Here go Ant.
Us, nigga,
Here
the
go Ant.
masses.
Here go Anton, man.
yeah, the masses. So my thing is the way what Diddy was doing to Cassidy is what
Mhm.
our granddaddies did to our grandma.
No, it's who? What are
No,
we?
Yes, no,
well,
no,
I
no,
get.
no, 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 no.
What?
Listen,
I'm
I
I'm
not.
know what you're
not,
saying.
I'm not jumping on this train, but he is 100% right on that
If
point.
she was wrong, if she was they ain't one just doing the violator. That's what's happening in the East.
But,
You can't
but,
do the
but,
men
but,
here. You
but,
yeah,
can't
you
do
got to
but,
men in the
but,
preface
East.
that
but,
with
Yeah,
where
but,
she
I,
was
I'm
out of
but,
I'm
line.
very
but
versed
listen,
She was
on
out
the
of
She was
listen,
out of
line.
east. I'm
line
over
when
listen,
she
there
was
a
out
listen,
of
lot.
line.
listen,
I'm
bro.
over there a lot.
Listen,
I'm very
listen,
versed on the east.
listen. Slavery was
I'm very.
wrong too. Look, I'm with you 2K as far as what the past used to be, but we cannot put our hands on people, bro. That is unreasonable.
Okay, Anton, I get it. But what can we do after that?
What do you
No,
Continue to
so
mean?
yell at.
Okay,
Hold
Come
on,
on,
wait,
I
so
wait,
this
know.
no,
is
no, no, time
this
out,
is
time
why.
out. Because every time I ask the question, I never receive an answer.
No, no, I got an
If
answer for you. I
no,
got
no,
an
no,
answer for you.
okay, so hold on. Before you go, Anton, let's go around and see. As a man in 2024, and my girl won't listen to me, what can I do to make her listen that will be effective?
But wait, okay,
Leave
so
her
wait, wait,
ass.
wait, 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 wait. Before you
no,
even say
Get
man.
the
that,
fuck
no,
out
no,
of
no,
there.
no, no. That's the solution too. But here's the question. First of all, the first thing that we got to ask ourselves is you even right?
Anton, don't do that, man.
No, no. Let's be
Oh
Don't
man,
do
honest, because a
Anton.
lot of
Come on,
times,
Anton.
you
listen,
did what
listen.
she just
No,
did.
listen. I
No,
gotta
no,
be
no. You
object.
got it. That's
I
fair.
gotta be objective. I gotta be objective because just because you mad don't mean that you're right. Just
Listen,
because you mad or just because you upset or just because you angry do not mean that you're right, bro.
Can we talk about when you right, please? Can we just say you was
thank
right?
you.
Now, not when the
Okay,
person
all
was
right. So
wrong,
let's
Anton.
let's put the caveat on there and say you right. All
You was
right.
right. You was right.
All right. So let me reverse it. And I'm gonna speak to your point too. How are you disciplined when you wrong as fuck?
Me?
When
Hmm.
you're wrong, cause see, when you're wrong, you drag the whole fucking family down. When men
Facts.
are wrong, listen, we gonna have the conversation. I gotta be objective on both sides.
Let's go.
She can't discipline you, my nigga.
She can't whoop me.
But the point is that y'all gotta, if y'all are married, y'all supposed to both have
It's
a
a two-way
vested
street.
interest in each other being successful. So I shouldn't have to discipline you. I should be able to communicate to you, and then you ultimately see. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not. Here's the thing. All right, so let me use my own situation as an example. I don't ever in life ever have to put my hands on her. Ever. I will never put my hands on her. But at the same
Understandable.
time, she understands that my success is her success. And I also understand that she's a reflection of me when she goes outside. So I just naturally want the best for her. The only reason that disciplining kids work, because it's the difference between disciplining a child and beating on a kid. When you discipline a kid, you can also, especially not spare that rod of correction when they're younger, because the reason why it's effective is because they know that you actually care. You can even discipline a grown person verbally, or you can go off on somebody. And the reason that they'll take it is because they actually know that you care. They know that you got a vested interest in their success. And so if somebody do some fucked up shit and I say, man, you fucked up, man, what's wrong with you? And then they'll take
Listen,
that shit. They're willing to take it because they know that I'm doing it
that's
out of
cap,
love.
Anton.
They know that I'm doing it out of love and I'm not doing it because I'm just wanna haul off on them.
That's cap.
That's not cap,
Listen,
bro.
What's
usually when children are being disciplined by their
That's just
parents,
mad.
at the time they do not understand why.
That's
They think
true,
mama
but it
dead
doesn't.
ass
It
wrong for
still
whooping
doesn't
that ass.
mean. It
Do
still.
people not talk?
But it's hold on. But it's not for them to understand at that time. They learn and they understand it later.
What's
It's
that?
still.
I bet
But
you
listen.
Cassidy
But you
know
missing
not
it.
to
You
run
missing it.
no more.
But you missing it. It's not whether or not they understand it. It's whether or not it's right. And disciplining a child is right when you're doing it for the right reason. But beating on a child because you angry is what makes it a problem. It
I'm
is a
not talking about that.
difference. It's a
I'm
difference.
not, I'm not talking about that. That's
Okay,
absolutely out
but
of pocket.
okay, so now here's the other part of it. Why don't you beat the kid when they get older, but you instill that discipline in them when they're younger?
Because they are no under my guidance and protection. The
No.
woman still
I'm talking about.
is.
See, I don't put my hands on my daughter and she's 16 years old. When she was a child and I was looking to instill some certain things in her, then I was more willing to not spare that rod of correction and lay that belt on her.
Right.
But I don't do that when she's 16 because she's aware, she's situationally aware, and everything that you put into her is supposed to already be there. I shouldn't have to put my hands on her right now without she should be able to hear my voice and understand that hey, I'm doing something wrong and I respect you enough to listen to what you got to say. And it's the same thing when it comes to my wife. She should be able
Right.
to hear
Because
my voice and respect me enough and say, "You know what? I hear what you got to say, and I want to take that into consideration because I actually love you." But I don't think that it's love in a lot of these conversations and that it's a lot of these relationships, which is one of the
now,
reasons
Anton,
why it's
see
difficult for
what it
y'all to be
is.
able to control your chick.
No,
Come on.
Anton, listen. See, you speaking from ground up. You had your girl from yay high to where she is now. A lot
Correct.
of us get these women who have never took guidance from a man until they start talking to you. So I meet
Then you
her at
shouldn't
two.
be with her.
I,
You shouldn't be with her.
But that's not the point,
I say it
Anton.
That's what I
every
asked
Anton,
time.
EA
hold on,
earlier. That's
Anton.
literally
Listen,
You've
what I
been
listen.
on
asked.
these
If you with a
Anton.
woman,
You've been on these panels for a long time, right?
correct.
One of the panels I was with you on, you seen some things that been happening recently as well too, where a woman would rather be with a stud that
Mhm.
got girlfriends and still married than a man that she had a kid with that she said is her best friend. But you said that a lot of these women today, our women, need to be thrown out with the bathwater. So all we asking
Correct.
today for the most of the women
So
who not married.
why y'all trying to tame them and y'all should throw them out with the
No.
bathwater?
But
Anton,
no,
listen.
no. We not. No. What is the
Why do
corrective
y'all
measure?
try to tame them when y'all should be thrown out with the bathwater?
But we
Because
can't.
and I'm gonna tell you the difference. When a woman comes in my presence in real life, she understands that she's basically under my covering, which is one of the reasons why she feel compelled to listen to me. Okay, listen. Every single woman that is around me, and this is in real life. This is Q, Mika, whoever it is. They don't get out of line. And when I say, and they go out and they do and they have fun. But when I say, hey, hold on, y'all come back here, whatever, they don't buck against me. They don't sit there and debate with me. They don't argue with me. They ask questions later. Hey, what was that? When we get back to the crib, hey, what was that? They try to figure it out. But in the meantime, they understand that I'm their covering, and so they respect me as such.
Anton,
I don't know what type of women that y'all dealing with in real
Anton, don't.
life. And
but
I'm
just
talking
say
Man,
you
about
don't
in real.
know him. Listen,
I'm not talking
Anton,
on no. I'm not talking about on no panel. I'm talking about in real life. I don't know what type of women that y'all deal with to where they
Anton,
don't
listen,
understand when they with you that they moving
Anton.
according to your step. And so I don't have to discipline them. Why would I have to discipline a grown woman?